Here is problem number 2, a ratio word problem. Now let's look at this ratio word problem. These can feel tricky at first, but if you translate the situation into math, they work out step by step. Now let's read this problem. At an animal shelter, the ratio of cats to dogs is 3 to 5. After 6 cats are adopted, the ratio changes to 3 to 7. How many dogs and cats were originally at the shelter? Let's say there are 3x cats. Let's start with that variable, 3x cats. There are 3x cats, and let's say that there are 5x dogs originally. Okay, so that's because the ratio, since the ratio is 3 to 5. Okay. After 6 cats are adopted, though, the number of cats becomes 3x minus 6. You can see that here, 3x minus 6. And the reason why I say minus 6, it comes from, if you look at the word problem here, it has after 6 cats are adopted. So you're removing 6 cats from the shelter. So that's where that minus 6 is coming from. Hopefully that's helpful. And the number of dogs is still 5x. And the new ratio becomes 3 to 7. With that knowledge, we can go ahead and set up a proportion which has 3x minus 6. Those are cats over the dogs, which is 5x. There was no change there. Equals 3 over 7, which is the ratio. Okay, that's the new ratio, 3 to 7. Now this looks familiar to you where you can cross multiply. We'll go ahead and cross multiply 7 times 3x minus 6. That equals 7 times 3x minus 6. Set that equal to 3, and that's coming from here, 3 times 5x. Let's go ahead and distribute and simplify. 7 times 3x equals 21x. 7 times negative 6 is negative 42. And that equals 3 times 5x, which is 15x. The ultimate goal here is, of course, to isolate x or get x by itself. We can do that by subtracting 15x from both sides. Okay, 21x minus 15x is simply 6x minus 42 equals 0. We can add 42 to both sides. And that equals 6x equals 42. We can go ahead and divide by 6 on both sides, so x equals 7. So back to our original. Let's see here. We have 3x for cats and 5x for dogs. Let's go ahead and substitute x for 7, starting with cats. For cats, we have 3 times x, which is 7. That equals 21 cats. Okay, so there were 21 cats originally. And then for dogs, we have 5 times 7 equals 35 dogs. And that makes sense. because after 6 cats were adopted, 21 minus 6 equals 15. So originally there were 21 cats and 35 dogs at the shelter. So hopefully this makes a little bit more sense to you. Um, that's how you solve a ratio word problem. That is, you start with variables, set up the proportion, and solve step by step. Next, we'll explore direct and inverse variation problems, which often connect to real world situations like gas laws or travel distance.